Now, a lot of the stuff we do in our show, it involves acrobatics, juggling, that sort of stuff. So it's easy to think that we think of ourselves as being a circus show. We don't think of ourselves as being a circus show. We think of ourselves as being a vaudeville show, which means nothing to most people. And the few that it means anything to, you think of it as just being things like Abbott and Costello doing Who's on First. There were a lot of strange skills performed in the days of vaudeville. I'm going to show you guys one of those skills right here, right now. One man spent his entire career, 40 years on the Orpheum vaudeville circuit, and all he would do is his day-to-day chores. He'd brush his teeth, he'd write a letter, and these things were interesting and worth watching because this man had the misfortune of having been born without his arms. He did all these things using only his feet. I'm going to do a variation on his show for you guys here today. I'm going to make a sandwich using only my feet.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just stop right there. I just told you guys I'm going to make a sandwich using only my feet, and 99% of you did this. I'm going to make a sandwich using only my feet, but to make it a little bit more interesting, I would like to have an adult female from the audience volunteer to come up here and eat this bologna sandwich. I'm making bolognese now. You were fast on the draw, but she actually beat you to the punch. I'm so sorry, she was really quick and so hard. I know, you're really good. But you beat her to it, just by a split second. Give this young lady a round of applause. So sorry, she was quick. You were good though, you were good. What's your name?
Jenny.
Jenny, nice to meet you. Jenny, have a seat right there, Jenny. Now here's the thing. I think the person who comes up here, I think a lot of people in the audience must think someone like you, Jenny, that you're just like a crazy person who'll do anything, which might be true. But I think the person who comes up here to eat the sandwich is somebody in the audience with a superior sense of humor. So how about one more round of applause for Jenny? Jenny, you were kind enough when you came up here to not ask me too many questions. But you're going to be so happy when you see this very first part. It is a big gob of antibacterial soap. And I started scrubbing these babies down, Jenny. La-da-da, la-da-da-da-da. Making sure, Jenny, to cover the entire foot, paying special attention to the problem areas. It's a foot. The whole thing is basically a problem area. And we're going for a little runs like that. Just that much, Jenny? Just that right there? That just made me cleaner than every employee of every Taco Bell in Ohio. Now, Jenny, if you think about it, our closest ancestors, the apes, they used their feet for a variety of purposes. I believe this is a skill that we can redevelop. You guys are so dead quiet right now. You're either blown away or totally disgusted. I can't tell. Both. All right, we're going both. This is a skill we can redevelop if we're only willing to try. Clink! So, first things first, I'm going to plate off there and get your sandwich started with 2 slices of wheat bread. Now, I like to use wheat bread instead of white. I find it slightly less squishy between my toes. And of course, the star of any bologna sandwich would have to be yours. So a slice of bologna right there. Watch this, Jenny. Watch.
Ooh.
Jenny. It was just that easy. And Jenny, if you know anything at all about the way bologna is made, you know that my foot touching it, that is the least of insults this meat's ever received. Yeah. Jenny, you want some lettuce?
Yes.
Sure. Iceberg purple more. It's just icebergs, so there's no nutrition to worry about. Barely even cellulose and water. A little bit of cheese? Sure. Even though it's not kosher, it is tasty. And the cellophane wrapper is one of the harder things for me to manipulate because I obviously lack an opposable toe. Evolution jokes are a lot funnier in Kansas, just so you know. Oh, there we go, he's got it. Hey, Jenny, we're on to the comments now. How about a little bit of mayonnaise?
Just a little.
Just a little bit of mayonnaise, sure. Just a little of that eggy goodness. You're young, what do you care about cholesterol, yeah? Get that off of there. Oh, you thought my foot was going in the jar, didn't you? No, I can use tools. This right here, this is what separates me from the monkeys. This and a restraining order. I love you, Mickey Dolans. One person. Look at that right there. Jenny, how about some mustard?
Yes.
Sure. Even if you don't normally put mustard on your bologna sandwich, you're going to want it on this one because mustard has a really strong flavor. It's going to drown out the other flavor. Or rather, the other flavors. Air quotes with my toes. I call them footnotes. High five on that one, Jenny. There you go. Knuckle bump and blow it up. There we go. Jenny, let me get this mustard up. Get this mustard down. I'm going to give it one little eye, another little eye, a nose. Oh, a little mustard smile, yeah. Hey, Jenny, how Everybody likes a pickle. They're crunchy, they're sweet. It's like a little treat in the middle of your sandwich and you get right in there. Oh yeah. Oh, it's like Deadliest Catch all of a sudden. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah. It just makes your mouth water to look at a pickle, doesn't it? Yeah, you're not going to see that on Rachel Ray, I'll tell you that much. Jenny, we are almost ready for prime time. I'm going to kick this up and over. Square the bread. Now, Jenny, I like to cut the sandwich. And me, I like to cut it into triangles rather than rectangles. I think it makes for a more finished and elegant presentation. Yeah, I do. And you may not believe it. You have just sat and watched me make this for you. But I have done this now on a few different television shows. And at this point, Jay Leno has eaten one of these sandwiches. Donny Osmond has eaten one of these sandwiches. Roseanne made one of her stagehands eat one of these sandwiches. I don't know if you guys saw it, but a couple of years ago, Casey and I were on America's Got Talent. We made it through in the first round and did really well. But in the second round, we got eliminated, and they never aired the footage. The routine that got us tipped off America's Got Talent is this routine right here. And what I learned from that is never try to feed a supermodel. Anyway, Jenny, most recently I set a Guinness World Record for the fastest time making it. Jenny, join the crew. Take the whole plate. I'm cramping. Hold on 1 second. And the only thing stranger than making a foot sandwich would have to be... Yeah! How are you, Jenny? You have this. You eat worse. It's Jenny, everybody! Jenny, because you're at the Renaissance Festival, and only because you were at the Renaissance Festival, this simple little sandwich costs $17. Give it up for Jenny, everybody! Jenny! Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman!